Jamf Pro records and allows admins to review inventory information about enrolled devices, such as serial number, operating system version, and IP address. From these inventory records, we can also issue remote commands to devices with the push of a button. My name is Zach. Welcome to Simple Searches, Inventory, and Remote Commands. I've just enrolled two new devices in my Jamf Pro instance, Luke's iPad and Leia's Mac Mini. Searches, inventory records, and remote commands are largely the same for both computers and mobile devices, so we'll cover examples of each in this lesson. Let's begin by locating the inventory record for Luke's iPad. In the sidebar, navigate to Devices, Search Inventory. To view all enrolled devices, click Search with a blank query field, and Jamf Pro returns a list of all enrolled devices. We can also search by different attributes that we know about the device, such as name, serial number, model type, and more. Let's go back by selecting Search Inventory again and attempt to find Luke's iPad. If I search for Luke, Jamf Pro returns 0 devices, despite the fact that I know I have a device called Luke's iPad enrolled. This is because the default search behavior is to exactly match the query, and I don't have any devices named exactly Luke. We can add an asterisk to the beginning, end, or both sides of our query to act as a wildcard, searching for devices that end with, start with, or contain the word Luke. I don't want to have to add an asterisk to all my searches, so instead I'm navigating to Account pages in the top right and choosing Account Preferences. Here, we can modify settings for my specific Jamf Pro user account. Select Search Preferences, and we can see the different search behaviors for computers, mobile devices, and users. I'm changing the search behavior for computers and mobile devices from Exact Match to Contains in the pop-up menus, and then saving those preferences in the bottom right. Now, if we return to Devices, Search Inventory, and I search for Luke, we can now see Luke's iPad show up as a search result. Select the search result to navigate to the inventory record. The inventory record contains all information reported to Jamf Pro by this device. The list of categories on the left organizes this large amount of information into sections such as hardware, security, apps, network, and more. Navigate between them by selecting the category and then scrolling through the content on the right. For example, if I need to find out the model and storage capacity of this device, I can select the hardware category and check the available space and model attributes. Some inventory attributes are editable by administrators. Navigating back to the General tab, select the small Edit button at the top right. We are then shown the available fields that we can change from the Jamf Pro side of things. If I want to add an asset tag to this device, I can simply enter it in the field provided and then click Save in the top right. After saving, I can see the asset tag now reported in the inventory record. Computer inventory records are very similar to those of mobile devices. Let's navigate to Computers, Search Inventory, and locate our other device, Leia's Mac Mini. In this computer inventory record, I have many of the same categories on the left with a few small differences. Categories like General, Hardware, and Applications will look largely the same as a mobile device inventory record, but we have access to additional information in a computer record like operating system, disk encryption status, and local user accounts, among others. We can still manually add information to this record as well, just as we did for our mobile device. Navigating back to General, I can select Edit, add my asset tag, and then save the inventory record to update that attribute. There is a massive amount of information contained in each inventory record, so while we won't cover each attribute in depth today, we encourage you to fully explore the inventory records for your first few enrolled devices to familiarize yourself with what's contained in each one. Let's hop back over to the inventory record for Luke's iPad. All information contained within an inventory record is self-reported from the device, and is only as recent as the last time the device submitted that information to Jamf Pro. By default, mobile devices submit inventory once per day, while computers submit inventory information once per week with the help of a policy. In the General category of Luke's iPad, I can see from the last inventory update field that it has not submitted inventory recently. Perhaps it was powered off or disconnected from the internet. We can manually force an inventory submission using remote commands. Navigate to the Management tab at the top. Here we can see the full list of all remote commands available to send to this device. Along with updating inventory, we can lock the device, clear its passcode, wipe or restart the device, and more. Each of these commands are sent to devices leveraging the Apple Push Notification service. The commands available for computers and mobile devices are slightly different, with the available computer commands depending on macOS version and enrollment method. Below the commands, we can see any pending or failed commands, and in the History tab at the top, we can see the commands that have been previously sent to this device. I'm sending an Update Inventory command to this device by clicking the Update Inventory button at the top. The button changes to report that the command has been sent, and if we refresh the page, there is now an Update Inventory command listed under Pending Commands. After a few moments, we can check the Inventory tab and see that the last inventory update timestamp has updated, and we now know that we're working with the most up-to-date information about this device. Knowing how to locate and manipulate an inventory record is an invaluable skill for any Jamf Pro administrator, and you'll often find yourself navigating to and from inventory records for various devices as you use Jamf Pro. As mentioned before, there is a huge amount of information in each inventory record, as well as many different actions that can be taken with remote commands. Check out the Jamf Pro documentation for more information on searches, inventory records, and remote commands. And when you're ready to learn more, check out our lesson Advanced Searches and Actions. Thanks for watching.